That mystery at the Vatican. What happened to that 15-year-old daughter of a Vatican worker who vanished more than 3 decades ago? A tip led her family and authorities to a Vatican City property. And today, thousands of unmarked bones were recovered underground. ABC's Will Reeve is at the Vatican.
Tonight, new clues in the mysterious disappearance of a teenage Italian girl more than 3 decades after she vanished.
Numero così enorme.
A forensics expert saying thousands of bones found, perhaps belonging to dozens of people, all underneath a Vatican college. Those experts now working to determine if the bones could also include those of Emanuela Orlandi, who disappeared in 1983 at just 15. Orlandi's family believes the Vatican has not revealed everything it knows. Just days ago, acting on a tip, investigators opened the tomb of 2 German princesses, but found nothing. It was completely empty. But in the process, Vatican officials found remains nearby, perhaps moved during construction years ago. The big question tonight, whose bones are these? Orlandi family supporters vowing tonight they will not be satisfied until there are answers.
Why is this important?
The Vatican needs to make their files public. The truth needs to come out.
The Vatican has long insisted it had nothing to do with the disappearance of Emanuela Orlandi, but if these bones turn out to be her, it faces a difficult task in explaining how they got there in an area off limits to the public. Tom?
Will Reeve reporting from Vatican City tonight. Will, thank
In searing, damning language, the grand jury report revealed the dark secrets of the Catholic Church in Pennsylvania. Priests were raping little boys and girls, and the men of God who were responsible for them did nothing. They hid it all.
It was child sexual abuse, including rape, committed by grown men, priests, against children.
The report found over 1,000 child victims identified in the church's own records. The alleged crimes often described as inappropriate contact or boundary issues.
I am so angry.
Julianne Bort says she was molested as a teen. When she came forward in 2002, she says the church said it was hiring a private investigator.
I found out today that it wasn't him that they were looking at. They were looking at me.
The report finding a pattern among the bishops and church leaders. The main thing was not to help children, but to avoid scandal. It names more than 300 predator priests in 6 dioceses, from one end of the state to the other, home to more than 1.7 million Catholics. Almost every instance of abuse too old to be prosecuted. But the investigation did result in 2 priests being criminally charged with sexually assaulting children during the past decade. From the diocese today, apologies.
I ask you. The church asks you for forgiveness.
But for some, words are not enough.
People want total transparency. They want the bishops to report what happened, why it happened, and how they're going to make sure that it never happens again.
Many of those same bishops and their past handling of abuse cases are implicated in this investigation, including Cardinal Donald Wuerl, the former Bishop of Pittsburgh. Wuerl, now in Washington, says he acted with diligence, concern for victims, and to prevent future abuse.
So, Ann, you say some of these cases are too old for court. So what can be done?
Well, the grand jury wants to change that, Lester. The grand jury, among its 4 recommendations, includes eliminating the statute of limitations that ends up protecting predators instead of victims. And it also recommends barring those non-disclosure agreements in criminal cases.